What's going on, guys? Keegan here from Punisher's Paintball. I'm here with media guy Doug.
What's up?
Today we are doing a product review on the all-new HK Army SLR goggle system.
If you guys happen to like this video, definitely like and subscribe to the channel. I will put a link in the description to pick this bad boy up when we're done with the video. You guys, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you after the intro.
Alright guys, so starting off, we're going to unbox this thing. Pretty standard box for HK, always got just the clear front. On the back you kind of have their key points that they were going for.
I think their packaging and branding is attractive.
Yeah, it's not bad. We're going to open this up here. Nothing special about it, just comes right out.
Does it come with a case? Like a bag at all?
That's what I'm looking for in here. It looks like it does.
Awesome.
So, yeah, you got your little HK Army bag as well as just a manual of how to swap the lenses, which is nice.
I'm sure we'll make a video covering that at some point.
Yeah.
Right foot up.
All right. So this mask is kind of different. At first glance at World Cup, I was quite impressed.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
That was the first thing I said as soon as Keegan took it out of the box and handed it to me and goes, "This is not what we saw at World Cup.
Yeah.
This is different."
Granted, it could be that it just needs to be beaten and stuff like that, but the one at World Cup didn't seem like it was...
it was new.
Yeah, it looked like it was new. Now, this mask retails for $179.95, so it is kind of on the higher price point of masks. However, they did incorporate quite a few features that... they kind of took the best features for all types of different masks.
Yep.
With that being the Pro Pad on the back, from the contour, you have the strap.
Magnetic chin strap from Push.
Yeah, from Push. You kind of have an overall like breathability design from the Command or the Ascend goggles. You have foam that is nicer than the HK KLR foam.
Looks like that's a 2-layer foam. No,
it's a 3-layer.
Yeah,
it looks like it would be off of, once again, like the Push or some of the higher end masks.
I get EVS vibes from the foam on this.
This is actually very similar to my Push.
Is it?
Yeah. Lens system is going to be the same as the KLR, so they kept that the same. So if you are wanting one of these and you have a KLR already,
and you like that lens, you can put that lens in this bad boy.
You can always swap out the lenses. So far, they just have the black colors.
I'm sure more colors will drop as time goes on.
HK does a lot of colors. All their different colors that they have right now is just a different lens in them. But it's still just the black mask.
Should we get into it, Keegan?
We've already been getting into it.
So here's the thing. When we went to Cup and they handed us one, I was wildly a fan, actually. We were really excited for this to drop, but now feeling it, the Pro Pad doesn't feel nearly as soft as the one on the other one. It feels like a hard piece of rubber or plastic.
A hard piece of plastic.
The material on the mask altogether. So here's the thing. I think I might have said this in the original video too. I can't remember, but...
Cut to it.
Yeah, I'll try to cut to it as I'm editing, but the CMD, as we know, is like, it's a firm kind of rubber, but it's malleable. You can squish it if you want to. It's comfortable. That was originally, the first one we had, it felt very much like that. This, obviously you can see it moving, but it just feels so much more harsh.
No, honestly, this is fairly similar to the Command.
I don't know. I feel like the Command is just even softer, but like when I put that on, it's not comfortable.
So I think the big thing, having this in on a smaller head like myself, it kind of starts to clamp down on you. The Pro Pad, being that it is a harder piece of plastic, or it's not plastic but it's like a hard rubber. It hurts the back of your head kind of, or at least for me, having a smaller head, and then also for it to be smaller and to actually fit me. Let me see if I can kind of show you what I mean by this. To be able to have it small and fit my tiny head, it needs to be very tight, and so there's no like actual strap room where like if it was to stretch out like that, it may actually feel good. But it being all clamped down like this and just being like one solid piece of material going all the way around my head, it hurts. It does. It doesn't. And it clamps down on my ears a lot.
Oh, so it's the way that it pulls on you, like the way that it's all set. Gotcha.
Yeah. So
I felt like putting this on. I felt like it was not really very secure. I don't know why. Like, I'll put it on again. I don't know, because I wear my strap high, but it just doesn't really feel like it's like on there snug. I don't know. I really just like, this thing just sits super high on my face. How much of like my jaw is hanging out, Keegan? Like, is the bottom part of my face, it feels like it's all hanging out, and it's interesting because they made it bigger. Like, there's more space.
There's a lot of space.
There's more space in the front from my mouth to the front of it, which, like, cool, and the venting obviously is better. But if they were gonna make a bigger mask like this, I wish it would have actually been bigger, like a CMD, and kind of come down and protected more of somebody's face. I feel like the nose piece on this is very much an obstruction in what I'm trying to see. I don't know, man. This is just not my favorite thing. Not my favorite drop. The foam is kind of scratchy too when I had it on.
So the one thing I had Joel try it on. Joel's got a bigger head, as a lot of you know. Joel actually did quite like it.
He thought it was very comfortable for him.
Part of that is that you can have this pro pad further out and actually have it so that it's not just encasing your head full of plastic like it would be for me, having a smaller head. And then also, it is actually a bigger mask. Like, it's got a lot of area here.
Yeah.
And it fit him quite well, is what he was saying. And it looked like it fit him quite well. Like, if I threw this on, it would look kind of weird on me because it's actually, like, in terms of, like, surface area here in the front, is a pretty big mask. But he actually did really enjoy it, and it felt good to him. The breathing on it is good. The echo, there's pretty much no echo.
Yeah, I felt like I could hear just fine out of it.
Yeah.
And I feel like did my voice come through pretty well?
Yeah.
I feel like I wasn't getting trapped in there at all.
Those are all good points. I believe that you can actually use the KLR visor on this, so that's nice.
I do see that you can swap out the foam as well. It's removable foam, which
you can swap out the foam. So there are got a lot of good points to it.
It has the features. It just doesn't feel nice or like as comfy, I guess.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it should cost $180.
No. Well, they did add a lot of things that would make it $180. So like the pro pad, like the chin strap, like the nice foam. It's pretty, I mean, they took the best parts of all the mask, like I said, like the push, the contour, everything like that. So overall, I think it comes down to if it feels good to you. Is really the big thing. So it's not necessarily that it's a bad mask. I think it's more the fact that it's like, okay, to me, it doesn't feel great. I love my push mask versus someone like Joel who loves it. Joel loves the Command. He loves the ProFlex. This is something that might feel very good to him. So I would honestly recommend trying one on if you like it. Definitely go for it.
I would say that before you go ahead and buy it. It is definitely an improvement over the KLR. That is, I
personally liked the KLR. It was my first mask and my second mask. I've still got them, and I have nothing against them. I think they're a good mask. They're a smaller mask, but I never had any issues with them.
I will say, as far as like the ears on the KLR were just like, at least for me, I thought it was just a very straight, hard piece of something that looked like it would just kind of fold and fall apart kind of easily. These are way more sturdy. This is, to me, it was comfier around my ears than the KLR. If we're comparing this to its predecessor, definitely comfier in the ears here. Also, as I'm looking, I'm seeing the lens changing system. Wonder how that would work. We should also probably go over that, but that doesn't look terribly complicated.
Same as a KLR.
Is it? Okay, so they didn't really change that very much. That looks pretty simplistic. I'm excited to see kind of where it might continue to go as HK gets further into making masks. I mean, it's been a while since they've made a new mask. The KLR was all they had for a long time. I think it was about time that they improved that section of what they produce. I think they're on the right track. Obviously, as it sounds, I'm not the most impressed with what they came out, especially because I'm just really thinking about the product that I was given down at Cup to kind of look at. I feel like in their final production changes and stuff, I feel like they actually went backwards. Just my opinion on what I had, but I think that they will research and develop even better things going forward. But again, this is functional. It has a lot of high-end features, which would justify the price, regardless of Doug's opinion here.
Yeah. I think that it is a good mask. However, it depends on kind of your head and what you like in a mask. Like I said, for me, it doesn't feel great on my head, but I've got a small head, and Joel said that it actually felt really good to him. So it kind of comes down to what type of mask you like, what feels good to you. And that overall, I mean, I am pretty impressed with it, with what they did with it. Granted, they did kind of take a bunch of stuff from other masks, and it wasn't necessarily like
Not exactly
they designed
original.
it or it was original, but
They're more just
they-
now able to
yeah.
compete.
They
They just-
noticed all of those selling factors of masks and put them all into a single mask, which
Yeah.
I think is a huge selling factor for them, and is a good thing that HK was able to notice that.
I think the way I would say that is they finally met the market on kind of the like there's a new standard for masks clearly, so they are at least at what the market wants. Like I said, I'm looking a couple years out to see what they do forward from the SLR, but thankfully they at least have a mask that is now more breathable and can fit bigger heads like Joel's, because Joel's obviously like he was not going to work with the KLR. That wasn't going to
He
happen.
actually wore it at my first tournament. He wore one.
Did he really?
Hated it. Sold it to me later that day.
Yeah, of course he did. So they have definitely opened up the amount of people that they can sell to with this. Obviously, a lot of the pro lines are using it. They seem to not have too much of a problem with it. So maybe I'm just bitter. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, guys, if you do want to pick one of these bad boys up or try them out, obviously we have them at the shop here. Come on in and try one on. Or if you have somebody at the field, let us know what you think of it. If you decide you want to pick one up, I will drop a link in the description of this video. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.